It's gonna really suck if I forgot to record any of this. Okay, so it's not Balloon Boy. Whole gang's here. Foxy just left. Yep, it's the puppet. That or it's Foxy, but we're gonna guess and say it's the puppet. Yep, it was the puppet. We're gonna say it's Foxy. That or it's Balloon Boy. Okay, it's gotta be Foxy, yep, for sure. 2 out of 7 under 2 minutes, so it's a good sign. Yep, and it's Balloon Boy, so that makes my life super easy. 3 out of 7 under 2 minutes. I hate saying it, but Balloon Boy makes your run, or at least my run right now, a little easier because he's kind of a freebie. We're gonna actually check to see if there's any disconnecting character. Okay, we're good. I completely forgot that the puppet was still in here, so. Okay, he just left, but there's no suspicious activity. We're gonna say Freddy. We're also gonna call the puppet down. Nice. 4 out of 7, under 3 minutes. Okay, it doesn't seem to be Balloon Boy, so... Okay, we're looking for handprints. We're looking for handprints. It's not Bonnie. Chica's in here, Chica's in here. She just left, so it has to be Chica. Nice. 5 out of 7, 2 more at 44%. I think we're looking for flashing lights. Okay, it's camera tomfoolery. It's Chica. One more at 24%. If we can get lucky, if it was Balloon Boy, that'd be great. Okay, it's not, so we have all the time in the world, 22%. All we have to do is figure out what we're finding. And we'll be good. We're gonna check to see if there's any disconnecting cameras, and it doesn't look like it. So, what am I looking for? It looks like another flashing light situation, so it's either Bonnie or Bonnie or Chica. No, Freddy or Chica. Might be Chica. Yep, it's Chica. Yes, okay, nice, done. Not to sound biased or whatever, but finding Balloon Boy as the haunted character really kind of saves your ass if you play like how I am. And alas, the final tape. I believe it is. Stumble across an old VHS. This one's called Falling Down. Of course I want to watch it. Why not? This is a reaction channel now. Watch. Kidding. This is like the 4th time I've seen this tape now. It's pretty grim. This is the kind of tone I wish, you know, a lot of fan games would adopt. Actually, I don't want to say that. A lot of them actually do try to adopt this sort of tone. Because it is pretty dark. Like it should be. There she is. Alrighty, so... I don't know what's been fixed. I don't know what's been adjusted for night 6, but all I can say is that my experience first time playing night 6 was a buggy mess. It was just completely broken. Wasn't exactly worth trying to beat. Because I actually wanted to, you know, take it seriously and not just play through a buggy forest, so. Alrighty. Sweet. Yeah, nothing's Nothing really new other than this door, so... Ready to venture in the unknown? I guess we're as ready as we'll ever be. Yeah. This door will lead you straight to the center of the basement. That's where we'll find our ghost. Now, I took a peek and scouted out the basement while you were doing your investigation. Oh, wow, thanks, buddy. Did you see anything? Well, from what I can make out, it seems that the ghost has turned the basement into their own little game. Alright, then we need a plan. I say we go along with whatever game the ghost is trying to play with us and trap her by surprise. How are we going to trap the ghost? Trap her here, along with the other corrupt spirits. To let them run, have them, as I have for centuries. Whoops. Alright then, this is it. If this works, Paul, I may never see you again. Oh, I'm still crying. Wow. So I guess this is goodbye. Juniors ends tonight. Making segments where you're, you know, temporarily visiting a character every so often, it's a nice touch for games if you want to build, like, you know, some sort of connection to the character that you're interacting with, you know, throughout the game. Especially for this game because it's pretty short. But, alright. This cutscene I greatly enjoy. It's sort of a callback to FNAF 2. Really, this whole game is, you know, once you reach night 6, you'll know. It's revealed to be a FNAF 2 tie-in. Use A, W, and D to use the lights in your office. They're already on my ass, so blah blah blah, space to put your max on. Alright, we're gonna hide that. Alright, so it's a FNAF 2 clone all of a sudden. I remember the flashlight being the shift key, and it looks like, okay. Now, so far everything seems to be fine, except for the music box. Okay, we're fine. We're good. So, well, first off, this music, it's a remix of the Scott Cawthon FNAF 2 trailer music, which I greatly enjoy, and I respect that a lot. Trying to make this as FNAF 2 as possible. But, you know, quickly we're falling into the same issue that I still have an issue with the second game with. It's just... Really, it's just, you know, the classic FNAF 2 strategy, which I guess is appropriate, because that's what everyone did when that game came out. Well, not when it came out, but when people were developing strategies on how to beat the game quickly or more efficiently. Except what I find more fair about this than Scott Cawthon's FNAF 2 is that you're allowed to be a second late, like with the mask. So I think that's cool. So far we're not getting Foxy, which is interesting. There we go. Speak of the devil. Really all you gotta do is flash Foxy when he comes down the hall. But yeah, really that's all you gotta do. I don't want to make it seem like this video is like a guide or anything, because I still don't know how the AI works. Like, I'm not a programmer or nothing, but I recommend flashing Foxy until he goes away. So, okay, I actually accidentally almost clicked the camera. I think the night lasts until 1:24 a.m. Oh. Did he just? Oh. Oh, yeah, that's... looks like that's still in the game, so that's fun. Yep. Yeah, that's still in the game. So, for some reason, I still don't know why. Balloon Baby just kind of just, excuse my language, but like, he kind of just appears for no reason sometimes. He has a sound cue, but I don't know if you can actually see anything in these vents. Like, I don't even... Oh, the camera actually comes down automatically now. Before it didn't, you had to click the camera yourself. So that was a sound cue right there, but there's nothing in the vent, so what the heck? Yeah, before, that's a little easier now because now you don't have to click the camera down anymore. The camera just comes down for you whenever they enter. You see how I was able to watch? I was able to be a second late. So that's forgiving at least. The controls, if you forgot, the controls for the mask and the camera are a bit strange. I guess not strange, but a little clunky. Because you have to click to bring the camera down or up, but you also have to use space to bring down the mask, so that's... I just found that to be a bit clunky. But thankfully I got used to it, so it's not too big of an issue. I'm trying to take my time with The Office just because I'm scared that Balloon Boy is gonna like cuck me. But so far I'm having a good time. Got like an hour and 20 seconds left. Oh no, yep, this is the end. That's GG, we lost. Yep. I'd rather just have Foxy kill me. So he's gonna kill me first. Well, it was the puppet. Interesting. Oh, also, Balloon Boy only ever appears in this camera for some reason. Like, there's no other way of seeing him. Like, I just heard a sound cue to my left, and you still don't see him. So it's kind of flawed, dare I say. I think these little hiding in the mask segments are a tad too long. Like, I don't know. It's challenging, don't get me wrong, but soft blocking the player to not do anything for a couple of seconds to avoid death is just a little bit annoying. The mask mechanic makes a lot more sense now to me though, because Bonnie's face is actually missing. So we're kind of just using it to our own advantage. And also, like before, you really don't have any time to look at the other cameras. Really, I'm just worried about Balloon Boy. I feel like he's just, I don't know, I feel like he's random. Like there's no sound cue whatsoever or anything. He says hello every once in a while, but I don't know. I don't know if there's any actual indication that he enters the office, so it's kind of our poison with this night. But yeah, really this is all the gameplay is on night 6, which I guess is okay, but makes for an intense night. And at least you only have to play the game like this once, because really night 6 is its own night. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's different. It ends at, the timer actually stops now. Because it used to end at 1:24 for me. It's a nice change. But yeah, basically all the characters are going into this conveyor belt thingy. I'll just let you guys endure it. Thus, the mangle is complete. So now we have to... Alright. Alright, so the mangle is here. Watch out for the owl tail, blah blah blah. There's a flasher in the hallway. So, I'm actually kind of panicking here. So, apparently if there's like a ghost in here, we're supposed to like flash it or something. There's the mangle, by the way. There's a sound cue that plays, yeah, for the owl right here. Yeah, there's the ghost. It's a very subtle sound effect, which is a little whatever, but I'm actually gonna listen. Yeah, there it is. That's the owl tail. Basically, it's like a thing. I think that's fairly flawed to, I don't know, because the mangle's constantly moving. Yeah, see, when the mangle moves, all of the cameras just kind of bug out. So there's really no real way of knowing where a ghost is. Which I guess is challenging, but it just feels unintentional. My first time playing, I found this night to be unexplainably difficult. Mostly because of how random and broken it was, but I'm not complaining now. Oh, well. Check that randomly. Nice. And they broke another camera. I guess what that does... Oh, if they break too many, you can't use the flashlight. Oh, okay. Alright. I see. I understand. I understand now. That's fair. Yeah, that little figurine right there, that's the ghost I'm referring to. I might actually have a chance here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Literally 4 seconds away. Interesting. Really, there really is no point to these two vents on the side of me, unfortunately. But whatever time you have left to spare is the time you should be using to find the ghost, which is right here. At first I didn't see a point in doing that, but really it's so you can avoid having your flashlight taken away. But yeah, you hear that like low tone bass sound effect. That's the indication that yeah, there's the ghost. Okay, did not see that shit. Did not see that shit. I guess each camera has like 2 lives or something, cause see, this is the problem, man. It's just not possible every time she moves. It's annoying. It's really annoying. At least we found her. Oh. Lucky guess, but okay, we'll take it. It's super annoying, man. It's super unfair. Yep, they were right here the whole time. They went on a camera that was already broken. It's super fair. Alright, maybe I can make it. Maybe I can make it 30 seconds later. If they enter the hall once, they have a chance of entering twice, but it's very, very late. Guess not. Guess not. I guessed incorrectly there. I do like that there's animations to a lot of sequences, to a lot of the parts of the game. The built-in animations are nice to look at. It's a nice touch. There you are. That gave me a pretty pleasant scare, like the first time that did that. Alrighty, this is victory. GG. Yeah. Yeah, as long as you use your time wisely and not really complain about the AI, we all have a good time. Also, it's a nice 6 a.m. FNAF 2 callback right there. What's this? A cutscene. Let me in. 2 horror movies. I feel like whoa. I like that. I still like that to this day. Whoa, the beginning of the game. I'm back. She must have gotten in my head. Paul Bear, where are you? Please don't hurt me! Exclamation mark. I really thought this was going to be like that scene in the Chucky series where like he squeezes him so much he just pops his eyeballs out. I knew you were here all along. Wow, okay. So Paul Bear wasn't slick. While you were sitting in here behind that costume, I was waiting. Waiting so patiently for another one of your little puppets to look where they weren't supposed to. Once I'm done with you, I'm going to take your little puppet and split its skull. Or his skull. Gender neutral. Not this time, he's different. He's the chosen one. Oh, really? Let me ask you this. What makes you think you will be able to avenge your spirit now? This. And he straight up murders her. Just right here. It's done. Very nice artwork. It's like a graphic design novel. After 5 years of juniors would later reopen. It would go over heavy rebranding and some still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. This is a callback to the FNAF 2 Night 1 phone call, I believe. Fazbear Entertainment is now committed more than ever to family, fun, and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on the new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility. They even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? Anyways, Jeremy, when do you think you can start? Never again. Never again. So, to be completely 100% honest, I really think the game should have been a little longer, but with the addition of, extra content, it's not that bad. It's one of my favorite fan games now, to date. I like this credit music. I can't hear myself over it, but it's whatever. Look at all these familiar faces. These familiar YouTubers. Ah. You love them oh so much. Sorry, I'm over here just vibing to this music. Finally, thank you, Scott, for changing all of our lives. I'm super glad this game, you know, it got picked up again. I'm glad it didn't just cancel because of one foolish individual, but I think that was very mature of them to keep working on it. Extremely mature of them to keep updating it to make sure players like it, because, you know, we've been waiting for a long time for it, so it's appropriate. 1 star. Quite the experience. And I think it's safe to say that we did that challenge like all 5 nights. Yeah, we completed the challenge. It's not too hard of a challenge. If anything, there's pros and cons to doing it. Obviously, it's not like the most challenging thing to commit to, because really all I was doing was taking the puppet out of my roster. You can do that with any character, really. Just send them down to the repair room and you no longer have to deal with them. Except your knight is just no longer infinite. I've said this 3 times now, I think. Let's check out the extras. Now, I've already seen what's in here, but just for your sake, scroll right through these. Yeah. It's Freddy Fazbear. This is Bonnie the Bunny. Chica the Chicken. I think this is my favorite fan model I've ever seen of Chica. Well, actually, yeah, we'll talk about it later. Foxy the Pirate. A huge fan of this model. I just love the artificial fur that isn't actually fur. It's more like rubber. Appreciate it. And this design is a huge step up for Balloon Boy, even though it's a different character entirely. If you want my opinion, I feel like Balloon Baby's incredibly underused, like in this game. Because you saw earlier that like he is able to get into the Night 6 office, but he doesn't actually like appear. He appears, but it's like random. Not to sound harsh, but I don't know. I do like how he's handled in the normal gameplay though. I guess it's a nice mechanic to include, just cause. He's the puppet. These are the guys I greatly enjoyed. It's Withered Freddy, Withered Bonnie. Yeah, I love that it's not wires. I think, matter of fact, I think this is an animation frame. I don't know, it's kind of spinning for no reason. It looks like it's spinning, at least. Love him. This is my favorite Chica model right here. It's a stylized Withered Chica, basically. All these guys are stylized, basically. But yeah, and it makes, you know, it warms up my heart, mostly because, you know, all these models were made in Blender, my software of preference for modeling. Which, if you don't know, while I've been gone, I've been sort of educating myself in Blender. You know, it's I don't know. It's something I just became more than a hobby. Well, it's still a hobby. I'm trying to make it something more, but yeah, I won't ramble about it, but that'll be for future discussions. I'm not gonna read all this. I don't like reading, but you guys could read it. Feel free to pause. I wish I I wish I could have seen the limbs and the limbs of this character a little more. Because I do appreciate close-ups and everything, but I don't know. I really appreciate the level of detail that just went into this character. It's amazing. Yeah, it's an owl. I always thought this was pallbearer, because in the trailers that's what it kind of looked like. It would have been interesting if it was like a pallbearer plushie or something. This is the ghost, and the music completely cuts out. Ugh, sorry. My voice is thrashed, but yeah. And pallbearer, feel free to read. For a while, I was trying to figure out how these characters were modeled, just because of, you know, I was trying to replicate the style a while back on my own with a character I'm working on. But yeah, they vertex modeled this thing, you know, piece by piece. Interesting, because what I was doing before, I was sculpting them first and then retopologizing them. Retopology is when you basically model everything with squares and polygons and whatnot, reducing the geometry of the sculpt. I'm a Blender nerd, leave me alone. But yeah, very impressive stuff here. Yeah, love that a lot. I love that it's not just ball joints either, because I'm guilty of this, to sort of fake that a robot is like, you know, moving a limb. People like to do ball joints, but this person makes use of, like, you know, other techniques to make it look like an arm's moving, because, you know, all you really have to do is move it on a certain axis and it's okay. FNAF characters in general are interesting when people go through the modeling process, because really you don't have to model a endoskeleton, but these guys took time out of their day to do that. And once you have an endoskeleton design, you can just put a costume over them, you know, later. I'm just gonna kind of start skimming through this stuff, mostly because I've already seen it, and you guys have probably already seen it as well. But yeah, there's a lot of things to appreciate in this game. A lot of things that, you know, a lot of things that got scrapped, miscellaneous thank yous. A whole song was made before the game released. Yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah, like so much work went into this, man. It's crazy. Like, look at this. It's like a Lovecraftian beast. This thing is. And there is a free mode, and then there's also extra shifts, which is basically a custom night. Apart from that, it's safe to say that, you know, this has been an enlightening experience. Very happy that this finally came out. I don't know if they plan on keep updating the game. I'm sure they do, but I feel if they just tidy up a little bit of the, you know, the Night 6 a little bit with the cameras. Well, first off, you have almost no time to look at the cameras anyway, because the only time you really need to look at them is when you're looking for the ghost. Also, yeah, the Balloon Boy shit, I think that's, I still think that's kind of unfair, that he can just randomly appear at any time. But yeah, the regular gameplay, I think is perfect. I think it's fine how it is. Obviously, you don't have to do my cheese challenge strategy that I did. I'll pick this up later. Yeah, hopefully I can get, you know, my final thoughts out there. That was probably all my thoughts I can lay out for this episode, but yeah. Well, let's see what happens next time.